35. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
There's the pressure. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
QBs running around, it's normal nowadays. You see such good athletes at the quarterback position. But I tell you what, he better start sliding too. Get some first downs, that's fine. Get some yardage, that's fine. Make sure you slide on the ground so you don't take too many licks like that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Davidson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I just love the defense right now and the effort they're showing. 2 straight plays and 2 straight sacks. That's just dudes up front winning their one-on-ones.
They booted away on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They'll run the screen. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Turning it on. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
Oh, they're after him. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Toss to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Under fire. Finds the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finding an escape route. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And it's no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game, and you're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Simpson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Marshall. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Through the air, it's Klubnik. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the mark.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. Guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And how about that? In the 4th quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Making side adjustments here. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for it all. All right, through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Unleashes one. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Finds his man. It's Burks. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Thrust that arm out. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his...
And into the end zone. Oh, there's the ball.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. Lots of running room. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. There he goes. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front to go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots,
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. Off to the races to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Throwing right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the first.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Still looking on the move. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
To the air, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Using his legs. It's on. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
That's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We're just about ready to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Using his legs as Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Play action. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. To the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the 4th down pass falls in. to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Makes the catch. It's Parrish. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds his tight end. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Caught close to the marker. It's Wheeler. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Love. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Love. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And down he goes back at the 3.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The RPO, it's complete. He's loose. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out from the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for room. It's locked.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Sooners! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's locked.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And here comes the offense on second down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Oklahoma 14, Notre Dame 7.
They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. Trying to get the corner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for two and try to take the lead.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wheeler. Good, solid tackle.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parrish. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a four-man rush, sometimes it's a three-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front seven, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And the defense sets the tone right off the jump. Great job executing. This is exactly why you want to play defense first and not giving up yards, forcing a long field goal.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. Looking to take a shot. Underneath Tulsa coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they score first here in overtime. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move, he fires. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm here, baby. I'm here.